Well. Time for some more Magnus answers. This one comes from a young man, and he says, "How you doing, Mr. Magnus? I have requested your presence here today because I had a question about girls and confidence. As I'm sure you have most answers too." Of course I do. That rhymed. I hate to play at the game bars. "I'm 20 years old and currently have a front desk job at a gym. Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk. Only some of you will know what I'm talking about. There are currently some females that I talk to that are very gorgeous. I'm always finding myself wanting to say something flirtatious, but always chicken out. The other day I was at the gym juice bar and was talking to this really pretty girl. But whenever I see pretty girls, my mind starts going to its fears beyond that fear of rejection. My mind, for some reason, has this idea that most attractive women are on the bitchy side when you get to know them. Well, how do you know if you're not getting to know them? And will pretty much cheat on you. How do you know if you're not getting to know them? And if you're not dating them to find out? I'm not exactly the kind of guy with a lot of attractive that a lot of attractive girls like. Aha! I'm a mega nerd. Aha! How can you make these assumptions, man, when you don't know? When you're saying you're a mega nerd that these hot women don't go for. How do you know? I'm a mega nerd who collects superhero movies, old video games, and movies as a whole. Actually, not that there's anything wrong with that. Of course there's not. It seems like there's a lot of girls these days that want a guy who parties and has a body count of 20 plus. How do you know? And stuff. Like I said, I could be wrong. You are wrong. Society has kind of painted that picture for me from all the movies you're watching. With that being said, how do I get over those thoughts? Talk to them and get to know them. And you will soon find that you cannot always judge a book by its cover. Those thoughts are not healthy. No, they're not. And I know that and could be missing opportunities with not only pretty girls, but they could be really great girls who would love a guy like me. That's a possibility. That rhymed. Don't need to play at the game. Bars! Would the tapping method be good for these thoughts? Yes. Should I say fear and give it a shot? Yes. I'm just kind of afraid that any compliment I give, they'll think, oh, I've heard I'm so pretty and so many times this guy is just a simp. I'll get to that in a second. I guess almost like they were offended. Anyways, love the videos, dog. I hope you see this, and thank you for bearing with me through this long message. 10 million subscribers, woo. Well, women are kind of like this. If they get a compliment from a guy that they want the compliment from, or don't mind the compliment from, they don't have an issue. Okay? You know, I don't know if you've ever been complimented by a woman that you're not attracted to or really don't want the advances of. you get kind of skeeved out, just like girls do, by a guy that keeps complimenting them that they don't want to talk to or don't find attractive, or he's too aggressive, or whatever it is. Okay? You, my friend, answered every question yourself. Like I said with many of my videos, you guys write me just for confirmation. You've kind of figured it out yourself. So you already know that this false evidence appearing real fear that you have about pretty girls being bitchy isn't really real. You know that EFT, also known as the tapping method, could probably get rid of this fear for you. And you know that you should just say fear and talk to these girls and get to know them. And hey, maybe they'll like the compliment, and maybe they'll even like a guy like you. How about you write me after you have tried these things? Now let me know how it works out. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.